Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video, we're going to be going over Unmineable as of December 28th, 2022. And this is just to give everyone a refresher on Unmineable and just what algorithms they have added since we last took a look at it, which was like I believe around the summertime or before that. And lately they have been expanding, so lower end graphics cards can actually start mining on Unmineable. I'm not saying like 2 gigabyte, 1 gigabyte, but I'm saying like lower end 3 gigabyte to obviously higher end 6 gigabyte and higher, and also CPU. But as you see on my screen, they've kind of added more algorithms, as you see right off this top here. But we'll be going through each of these algorithms and how you want to get them set up if you want to use the Unmineable app, or if you just want to use a third-party mining software. We'll kind of be touching on all of that in today's video. I might even show my rig mining to Unmineable right now. I know I've been mining some other coins and through NiceHash and stuff, but before I release like a video on something like this, I always have my rigs running on it just to make sure things, are still up to par, things are still running well, you're actually getting shares and things like that. And right now I'm currently doing zelhash through Unmineable and being paid in Litecoin because they have lowered their payouts for Litecoin and Bitcoin. So that's also another important thing to know if you do want to switch to mining here. I know there's a lot of hate against Unmineable because of the fees and such, but that's just kind of like the flip you have to take. This is giving you access so you can actually go ahead and mine coins that are unmineable. So you're mining certain algorithms and they're being paid out in whatever coin you do select. So we'll be touching on all of that in today's video. So let's get started. So once you do load up Unmineable here, we'll come to unminable.com. Mine goes right to Litecoin because that's what I have selected. You just might be on this homepage, or if you've been on Unmineable before, it might be to whatever coin you did have selected before. But if you want like easy, straightforward mining, I'll get right to the point here. You want to use the Unmineable software, and this is kind of like an all-in-one miner. It's kind of like NiceHash miner that we just talked about in my recent video, but this is for Unmineable. So all you do is download it. So you come over to like the base version or the MFI version, whichever one you do want. And I found the best way to do this is right-click and save link as, and it's going to allow you to go ahead and save this as a zip archive. So and then you can just go ahead, download it, and extract it and be able to run the Unmineable software. I might touch back on that later in this video, but that's just a quick, easy way if you just want to get right into mining and you don't have any intention on using third-party software. You can go ahead and just use this Unmineable mining software. And that's under the Get Started tab. But once you come to the home page here, you're going to go over to the right-hand side, and there's going to be Change Coin. And you just want to click on the coin, whatever one it has selected in the top right hand corner. This is where you're going to be paid out in whatever coin. So you're going to mine a certain algorithm, and you can be paid out in any of these coins here through this list here. So I see there's a wide variety of just altcoins, actual coins, just altcoins and other projects. Obviously, all crypto's down, so there's nothing like really profitable to mine. So I can't point out any specific coin algorithm, but you're just going to select whichever one that you want to be paid out in. So these are normally coins. Some of them obviously you can mine, like Raven Coin and a few others you've seen. But a lot of these are, like I said, the alternative coins. So you just scroll through this whole list and determine which one you want to mine. And once you decide on one, so for example, I'm just going to do Litecoin. There's all the different versions of Ethereum. There's obviously just like Baby Doge. There's a few. There's like Ergo. There's, like I said, there's actual algorithms and coins you can mine. But if you're going to mine directly, you might as well go to a different pool. This is just more or less for if you can't mine that coin directly, or if you want to be paid out an alternative coin. So once you decide on a coin, I'll click Litecoin here. It's going to bring you to this page here. And at the top here, you can filter by hardware. So you can go by ASICs. So 1 gigabyte to 3 gigabyte GPUs, and then your 4 gigabyte to 6 and higher, and then of course your CPUs. So right now we'll focus on the 3 gigabyte because obviously ASICs are ASICs. I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on graphics cards right now. So the three algorithms for lower end 3 gigabyte cards. Like I said, 2 gigabyte and stuff just doesn't work right now. I wonder if they're going to be expanding this section and adding some, even like VertHash, which is VertCoin or something of the sort, just for some lower end cards so they can get in on this. I feel like that would be a good idea. But right now we have zelhash, etc hash, and Autolycos. So zelhash, I believe, is Zcash and zerocoin and a few of those. etc hash is going to be Ethereum Classic. And Autolycos, this is going to be, I believe, it's Ergo, I think it is. So you're being paid out in whatever these coins are mining. So right now, being paid out in, like, I believe it's Zcash. Don't quote me on that. I forget what coins are all on zelhash because there's multiple coins per algorithm. But as you see, I believe it's flux based. So you're going to be mining zelhash, and then it's going to convert to flux, obviously, because that's just the algorithm it has. And then your flux is going to convert to Litecoin in my sense here. But if you want to do Ethereum Classic, you can go ahead and do that. They all have different like payout times and things of the sort. But right now the payouts for Litecoin are 0.00075 LTC, and that will be on any of the coins that you select. They'll say payouts from, and then whatever amount you have to collect to get that coin paid out. Bitcoin and Litecoin have previously dropped down to the 0.00075. So if you want to mine Bitcoin, you can go ahead and do that and use whatever algorithm. This is kind of like another alternative, essentially a nice hash if you're using it for Bitcoin. But then all you would do is scroll down here, and then you want to download like a third-party mining software. So be like LOL Miner, Gminer, MiniZ, or you can go ahead and use their mining app, which I stated at the beginning of this video. So those are going to be your miners that you can mine with zelhash. I believe, I forget what I'm using currently on my rig. I think it is Gminer or MiniZ. Yeah, it's MiniZ I'm currently using. So I might hop over to that to show you guys what it's like. But once you do have like a third-party software downloaded, all you want to do is copy this Stratum URL, or you can click manually set a server if you want. And this is if you know your region and everything. So in my case, mine would be Canada. So I chose the Canadian Stratum here. And then you can put in whatever port you want, whatever one you get like the best ping off of. And then if you do use SSL, which I don't think many people do, I'm not sure, there's your ports for that. Or if you just want to use the global one and it'll automatically determine what the best one is for you, you can go ahead and just use that. And then after the username part in like the config file, so after you put like the algorithm and then all that, and then it'll be like -u, you're going to put the coin symbol, so LTC in my case, colon, and then the address for Litecoin or whatever corresponding coin you're mining. So if you want to be paid out in like Baby Doge, you put the Baby Doge symbol right there, and then the Baby Doge address, and then your worker name. Same thing, so Litecoin symbol, and then the Litecoin address, and then my worker name, because I want to be paid out in Litecoin. So that's pretty much like a quick summary. I might download a miner here just to kind of show you guys what it's like, or I'll show you it on my mining rig actually, just to show you guys how to get the config going. Depending, it's different per miner. Some miners have their own built-in like GUI you can go ahead and use. I believe MiniZ does that, which makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to worry about going through lines of like code. You can just punch in after each corresponding thing. I will show you on my mining rig. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is right now for Unmineable. If you do obviously want a higher end algorithm, you click the 6 gigabyte one, which will be kawpow, beam hash, kawpow, and ET hash. So there's obviously the few more algorithms on the 6 gigabyte and higher one. And these are all going to be like, I believe it's Coin. I don't know what's on Beam Hash. kawpow is Raven Coin. ET hash is Ethereum, of course. So those are going to be the coins you are mining and just being converted and paid out in. This all depends on the strength of your graphics card, of course. And if you want, you can do CPU, but right now for CPU, they just have random X. I believe they should be expanding at some point with CPU, just because, just like NiceHash has done, they've added a few more algorithms for the CPU algorithm mining and things like that. So I believe Unmineable should, as well as adding like some lower end algorithms for lower end miners. So I believe like there's still a little bit more room for expansion, of course, in just my opinion. That's just totally my like take on it. But it's definitely a lot better than what it used to be. It used to just be like Ethereum algorithm and like Ravencoin, I believe. So they are really stepping out and branching out. So it's allowing more and more people to actually mine these. And like I said, you have your wide variety of coin choices. They have their news section here, so you can go ahead and read through and see, like I was mentioning, they lowered the payout thresholds for Litecoin and Bitcoin. Whenever they add a new coin, it'll be posted there too. And like I said, there's a wide variety of coins. If you yourself are a coin developer, you can go ahead and contact them, and they will list your coin as long as it's like a viable coin. It's just not some pump and dump. But meanwhile, everyone has their different like views on like what's a pump and dump on what coin and things like that, because they do have Terra on here, and like myself, I believe that was a pump and dump, a scam, but other people still believe in it, so it's kind of hard to judge off of that base. But anywho, I just wanted to quickly go over this to show you guys what it's like. We'll jump over to my mining rig now, just to show you guys what to do and where to enter the information and such. Alright everyone, we're just over at my mining rig now. As you see, I know it's kind of hard to see actually. See if I turn up some brightness maybe. I'll just go over and flick on my light here. Alright, there we go. So as you see, I have my GTX 1650 currently running. And this is going to be a separate video once I get it, once I make the actual video for it, it's going to be its own thing. For the holiday time, I got a gift from someone, and it's a mining motherboard. I know it's kind of hard to see down there, but we'll just kind of turn this up a bit. As you see, it has all the USB ports right here, so you can just directly plug in the risers instead of having to worry about using these pieces. You can just go ahead and plug them right into there. I know I'm kind of going off topic, but I just wanted to quickly throw that in there for you guys. So I'll be making a video once I just need to get the RAM for this, like the RAM sticks, and then we'll be able to boot this up and have a fully open air mining rig with an actual mining motherboard and things. So that's kind of cool progress. But anyways, the main reason why we're here is to show you guys just how to quickly set up if you are using a third-party mining software. So right now I am using MiniZ. So as we see here, this is the version. It's a little bit outdated, obviously. I believe so, at least. I've had this one downloaded for a while. But once you do download MiniZ, let's just say you want to use MiniZ here, you can go to the GUI, which is so much easier. And what it's going to do is open up a little window like this. And then it's going to have the name for your bat file, so your config file. And what you want to do is put whatever unmineable address or server or stratum, if you call it, into this first one here, and then followed by the port numbers. And then after that, for the wallet, just like I was saying here, you want to put the coin symbol, so litecoin, and then colon, so the 2 dots, and then your wallet address, and then to whatever corresponding coin you are mining, and then your worker name, password you leave blank, and then your algorithm. If you are doing, let's say, zelhash, it'll be 1.125.4. And that's going to be that algorithm. Obviously, this all depends on what algorithm you do use. Zelhash can do anything, like any of the equihash algorithms. So that's only for this one. And of course, then all you do is click start, and then it gives you your config file that should automatically start for you. I know this isn't too in-depth of a tutorial, but if you were to do something else, let's say there's T-Rex miner, and you have your normal command files here. So if I were to do ergo, you would do the trex.exe and then the algorithm name, and then you would put your stratum URL right in here for the unmineable. And then after -u, this is where you would put the coin symbol followed by the wallet, and then you can put the rig name, so and then dot whatever the rig name is, and then password you would just leave blank, or you would remove the prompt fully. So it ended up looking like this, but obviously with the unmineable information filled in. So those are your 2 ways to kind of do it. You can use a GUI with the program, or you can just go right in and edit a batch file, and then you can name it whatever. But all you would do after that is click File, Save. I'm just not going to save it, and then you'll double click on whichever one you edited, and then it should start running. Just make sure it is the correct corresponding algorithm with that one there. If you prefer to use the command files, that's going to be your go-to. So you would copy whatever information from Unmineable that I showed you at the start of the video, like the stratum URL, your wallet address, things like that, and then you would paste into command files or using that GUI. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. I just kind of wanted to briefly show you guys where just Unmineable is at as a whole for algorithm mining, and just different coins you can go ahead and mine. It might not be the best option because I know just not a lot of people are mining right now in a sense, just because the profits are down. But if you are still mining like myself, I'm not really big on cutting a profit or anything. I will mine just things that work on my cards. So this one doesn't consume much power, this zelhash, and I can turn it down with the MSI Afterburner. And I'm just going to be mining some litecoin because I know it's a big project in a sense. It's one of the originals next to Bitcoin and things. So it's just, I know it's always going to be a coin that's going to be around. So I'm just going to, well, the market's low, I'm just going to be bagging up, Bitcoin, Litecoin, a few others. And once we get this rig running, we'll be doing a video on that too. And we'll figure out what to mine with these 3 GB cards. I have another 4 GB card here. and then my 4 GB card there. So eventually we'll get them all running obviously on this rig itself. I'll just eventually need a bigger power supply, like an actual mining power supply that allows me to get more cables and such. I don't know why my screen's just like turning orange and stuff, but just ignore that, something's going on. But anywho, I just wanted to quickly show you guys that and just give you like an update, like I said, show you how to edit certain files and stuff so you can go ahead and start mining on Unmineable. But for now, let's quickly jump over to my computer, finish off this video. Alright, so what you want to do to check out your wallet address, this is what I forgot to mention beforehand, is you want to come down to the algorithm that you are mining. So like I have my litecoin selected, I have the zelhash algorithm, which is what I'm on, and then you want to enter your litecoin address. So that's for me, for whatever coin you're mining, you enter the address that you set up with your miner. So this is my litecoin address that I set up with my miner, and then you click search. And it's going to bring you to the stats page on where your worker is. So I have one worker for zelhash, which is my 1650, which is what I just set up as of earlier today just to get this going and make sure it's all fine. But it'll be under whichever, your worker will be whichever algorithm that you are mining. So it may be different than zelhash. Just for me right now, zelhash or kawpow would be my main ones I would be mining. I might switch over to kawpow and see what that gets me, because I think that pulls a little more than zelhash, but it just all depends. Profits run up and down all the time, but for now I'm just sticking with zelhash. I might try kawpow like I said, but yeah, like I said also too at the beginning, when you're on the coin and then you go to your algorithm page, you have your options for 3 GB and below, and then 4 to 6 GB, and then anything above 6 GB. So that's going to be the 6 GB tab is going to be from 4 GB to 6 GB. I messed up earlier in the video about that, but yeah, because it has kawpow, which 4 GB can still do, and pow, which I believe 4 GB can do. So yeah, it's just there's a few small things they're still kind of working on, but yeah, overall it seems to be running really well. And then that's how you check your stats, and then you can check your profitability for every 24 hours if you know your hash rate. So I do about 14 to 15 souls a second. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, the souls. So now I'll be pulling in 0.0008. So it should be enough for a payout because it's 0.0075. So each day I should be getting a payout for Litecoin. So yeah, this was just, I forgot to record this earlier, so I'm just kind of recording it a bit later. But yeah, just so you guys know, that's how you do your address and check profitability and such to whatever corresponding algorithm that you are mining. So yeah, that's pretty well it for the video. I just wanted to quickly go over that kind of stuff with you guys, show you all these new algorithms that you can go ahead and mine. I would show the program, but literally it's pretty straightforward to do. Once you click on the Get Started tab here, you can go ahead. I believe they have like a tutorial somewhere. I'll find it, link it in the description below. But they have a few different ones here. So downloading the app on Google Chrome. My download is missing on Windows Explorer, making an exclusion on Windows Defender or Security, which is something we go over a lot of the time. So all you do is click on it, and it's going to show you how to add like the exclusions like we always do. You go to BIOS and your threat protection settings, exclusion, add or remove exclusion, and then add the folder of Unmineable once you have it downloaded and running. And this is, like I said, this is all going to tell you right here. So if you are interested in just doing the all-in-one mining software, it's going to be right here, all the tutorials and all the files and stuff. And they do make it easy, I will admit. And no, this is not promoted or anything of the sort. This is just like myself. I've always used to use Unmineable when I was living on my own before, and I had like free electricity. I would just mine the crap out of the shit coins essentially, and just keep everything and just build it up, and you know, in hopes maybe one of them will just take off. So I have a wide variety of wallets and coins stored up thanks to Unmineable, so it's pretty cool that way. But yeah, like I said, it's good to see them expanding on some of these algorithms so we can go ahead and get more miners being more accessible to some of these mining pools and not making them strict for like high-end software and things of the sort. It's good to see that allowing us lower-end miners to actually get our hands involved and cut a little bit of, you know, even if you're not cutting a profit, just a little bit of that mining money, essentially. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it lets me know you guys are enjoying this content and these like tutorials and just my update videos and things of the sort. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and this is Krebsy Crypto signing out.